LEDs on. What's up, guys? I hope you can hear me. I moved my microphone to a different position in my helmet. Try to avoid some of the heavy breathing I was picking up on the mic. I had it right in front of my mouth, basically. So I stuffed it under some foam on the side, so it's kind of peeking out around my cheek area. Hopefully you can still hear me good, but not hear all the breathing, and hopefully it still avoids the wind. We'll see on this video. So this is the Sunday. Not headed to work today. I'm actually headed out to do a little exploring today. I've been trying to find some kind of trail. Get off road just a little bit at least. I'm tired of the pavement. So we may get to that. I'm going to run a little errand here quick first, but I'm going to go by a couple spots I saw that might look like a trail, or it might be power company land too, so we'll see. Usually if it says no trespassing, I try to abide by those rules. I'm not really interested in getting into a disagreement with somebody or cops or whatever. Noticed you KLR delusionals are posting up some responses to request by Swanky Cat about the 3 things you hate about your KLRs. And I know it's hard for you guys because we all love the KLR. There's a lot of good things about the KLR that usually pretty much outweigh the bad things. So I'm not a KLR delusional yet. Maybe I'll be invited into the club, we'll see. But I want to go ahead and hit some things that I don't like about the KLR. Number one, the front spring. The front springs are, now granted, I'm a heavy guy. I'm 6'4", around 300 pounds. So I notice this stuff more than you guys will. But the front springs are soft, in my opinion. Based on my experience with other bikes over the years, especially for the road. When I hit the front brakes, it really nosedives, and that's unusual for me. So I replaced those with the Progressive spring upgrade, and you can check my other video for that. But I just wanted to bring that up. That's probably one of the things that I can't stand. But I fixed it, so we're good with that. The new upgrade provides stiffer response when you brake, and that's the number one reason why I would think any rider would want to do it, no matter how much you weigh. The bike's made for a 150-pound rider, so you know they didn't expect anybody to notice the difference, but us big Americans or the fat kids like me, we notice the difference big time. So there's that. Front springs. I gotta make a quick stop here running an errand, but I'll be back in a minute and we'll move on to my number 2. Alright guys, we're back on the road. Three things I hate about the KLR. So again, it's hard to find things we hate about the KLR. As a dual sport and adventure bike, it's probably the cheapest decent entry-level model. And for those of us that appreciate that, there's not a lot of competition out there for it, money-wise. Yeah. But I'm sure all that comes at a little bit of cost. Maybe quality of parts, maybe, you know, workmanship in the bike. You get a BMW, you pay for a BMW. So I gotta pick something. I think I'm gonna follow in Swanky's footsteps and say vibration. Vibration, when I first got the bike, was much more than I anticipated. I'm used to, when I'm on the street, I'm used to being on a street bike mostly, and I'm used to almost no vibration. So jumping on the dual sport and spending 30 minutes on the street with it, it made my hand go numb. Makes your butt go numb sometimes. But there's a couple things you can do to avoid that. Obviously, Scratch Babel says, or maybe it was Scratch Babel that said the vibration was one of his, but he got the Grip Puppies, which is like a slip-on foam grip, which reduces some of the vibration. And then obviously loosening your grip on the handlebars will reduce some of that vibration. So keeping your hands out of that tight gripped stance will get rid of some of that vibration. And I've learned to do that a little more. So that's probably my number two. What am I going to do to get rid of that feeling? Stop holding the grip so tight. Stop grabbing them constantly. Get some Grip Puppies. Maybe get some rock trousers with anti-vibration, because I'm a tall guy, 6'4", and off-road I'm going to want to stand up. And these stock bars, I don't know if they're going to be tall enough for me. I kind of doubt it. So I think the 2-inch rock trousers with anti-vibration may help me in both areas. So there's that. So let's see, what else? Number three. What could number three be? It's not the height. I'm 6'4", I got like a 34-inch inseam. I got no problem with this bike. I kind of enjoy the fact that this is my first bike that I've had that, you know, when I'm stopped, I'm tippy-toeing on both sides at the same time. And that's interesting. It's different. I don't mind it at all. Getting on the bike, I do use the pegs. Getting off the bike, sometimes I use the pegs. So I'm okay with the height. The seat, we're dual sports. I mean, if you ever had a dirt bike or a motocross bike, the seats suck. They're not made for long distance driving. And obviously, you know, a cruiser has got a nice seat on it, but if you want to do both, you want the best of both worlds, it's really hard to get a seat that is really worth a crap, you know, for the road, for long distance. For my short commutes to work, 30 minutes or so, I have no problem with the seat. If I end up going, more than an hour on a ride, then number one, it's rare. Number two, you know what? I'm on a dual sport. I'm not on a cruiser, so I'll take that, So I don't really hate the seat. Now, granted, the earlier years did have bad seats. Mine's a 2015. The 2008 and above, I believe, had better seats. The 2014 and above seat is slightly different. I don't know if it's actually better or they just put a different cover on it. I'm good on the seat. I'm good on the height. It makes a little noise, strange noises, clackety. Sometimes sound like it doesn't have enough oil. Ron C. talked about that. I agree with him on that. I'm not going to take it as one of mine because it's his, but I'm going to have to agree with him. Sounds clackety. Low idle or, low RPMs. And that's just how it is. I can't really think of a number 3. I'm sure I'll come up with something eventually, but hey, this is extra credit for me. It's not my homework assignment, right? So, you guys did your homework. You all did a good job. I'm just throwing in some extra credit. Let's see. I think I wanted to check out... Oh, this looks swampy. I wanted to check out this possible trail entrance down here. See if it's posted. Oh, it's gated. Gated, but it wasn't posted. That's interesting. What is this? Festival? A festival. Gated, but I didn't see a sign, so I may have to check that out again. I got one more spot up here I want to check out, see what's there. I'd rather just ride right into something rather than to have to go around the gate, but let's see what this one says. Traffic. This must be this festival stuff. I don't know, how can I get around this? Oops, in through the outdoor. It's going to be festival traffic. As much as you guys want to see the festival, I don't really want to get in the traffic. rather not be in front of all this traffic because I'm going to try to jump off the road up here. This look like a muddy mess? Does it look like a muddy mess? These guys kind of parked their trailer like right in my way. Man, that grass is high. I don't feel like getting a bunch of ticks. I don't like this one. Until the grass is mowed, I'll come back later, maybe check it out later. So you guys see how hard it is to find decent places to ride around here. Everything's gated off or chained off or private property, no trespassing. Even the utilities tell you stay off our property. I'm so determined to find some dirt today, though. No outlet, no outlet. I know where that goes. None of this goes towards trails. One reason I'm in a little bit of a hurry is because I feel like it's going to rain about 6 o'clock, and it's probably 4:30 now. You can see the sky. It's sunny, cloudy, but there's some dark clouds. Weather radar showed something coming through around 6, so I had just those couple trails I was going to check and be done hopefully before 2 hours. Oh, this is a big gate here. I'm not going in there. I see this little one you can get around, with the big one, no way. this is back to the first. Oh, here comes the rain. Great. I was going to say this is back to the first gate that was open. Thinking about jumping in there, checking it out, but the rain, let's put a little damper on things. I'm not looking for mud. Save that for another day too. Alright guys, looks like this is going to be a strikeout. See if I can get out of this rain. Hopefully the rain doesn't hurt the AS200V. It's supposed to be splash proof, so I don't have it in its little case. It comes with a little waterproof case. It's waterproof to like 15 feet. But when you put it in that case, you can't get to the microphone jack on the bottom. Which is part of the door that encloses the whole unit together, so you can't really drill through it. So I just don't use it. I just stuck some Scotch brand dual lock right on the side of the camera, and that's what I'm using to lock it to the helmet. Got a little bracket I made, kind of like, well, the original instructions came from Everrod. I noticed Mason's using pretty much the same thing. Just picked up a stick of aluminum, flat aluminum. It's about a 2-inch wide strip of flat aluminum, maybe 1.5 inches, I can't remember, and cut it, bent it, sanded it a little bit to make it not so sharp, stuck it to the side of the helmet with dual lock, stuck the camera to that with dual lock, and I can just kind of bend it or tweak it the way I want to get the angle I want, left and right, and then using the dual lock to stick the camera to that. The angle up and down can be adjusted just by where I place the camera when I lock it in with dual lock. Works pretty well. Because nobody wants me to get off-road today, I've got the off-road gods working against me in more ways than one, with the weather and the gates and cables and all that. I'm gonna take the warning today and just I'm gonna run another errand real quick here. clouds. One thing Full Cipher mentioned what he didn't like about his KLR was the fact that when he goes to second gear, sometimes it just goes into neutral and he rev bombs the people around him, which is something I've done a few times too. I don't really know if it's a problem with the KLR or if it's just the fact that my shifter needs to be moved down a notch or two so I fully pull up the shifter every time I shift. It may be that second gear needs a little extra bump to get it in there because of the fact that you're going through neutral, which means you may have to pull it slightly higher than usual. I'm going to take a little country ride here. This is just a little extra country ride. I'm going to either add on to this video or bring up a new video. It's not quite raining yet. Clouds keep popping up out of nowhere, but looking for a little extra ride here. Say that as a raindrop hits my shield. May hit some rain on the way back. We'll see. too. Like a Sunday drive, even if I didn't find any dirt. I just thought of the third thing. The third thing I hate about my KLR, and again, I don't really hate the KLR, but the third thing I hate is I don't have a sixth gear. I think I try to go into sixth gear every time I ride. That's going to take some just getting used to. And it's funny because now I'm like, before I even go into sixth gear, I'm like, I'm probably in fifth. I'm not going to get another gear. And then I try anyway. to end this video here in a minute. I appreciate all the subscribers, people who are liking my videos. If you want to know about something, let me know. Hope you guys have a great Labor Day. Talk to you later.